Surfing is the fastest growing sport in the UK and a massive consumer industry. But does it have to be an environmental nightmare? As climate change campaigners head for Heathrow to protest about carbon emissions, the Rip Curl Boardmasters gets underway in Newquay.
What about the other companies that are involved with the Boardmasters? You've got Newquay Airport down there and Land Rover and companies like that.
Well, you know, it's true that there's, you know, obviously some contentious sort of names and brands, and with Newquay Airport coming on board, you know, people have got to get here. That's just fact. You know, people are travelling around all over the world. You know, if you look at it on the grand scale of things, maybe the ASP or, you know, the surf companies should at least take the first step by maybe offsetting the carbon on the guys' flights. It's something that we've done as an initiative this year. We've offset all of our surfers. So we do realise that there's, you know, that there is obviously quite a big carbon footprint left by the travel, but we're doing our best to reduce it.
The tagline for Rip Curl is, and has been for years, is the search. How do you bring together then the search along with trying to have an environmental ethos at the same time?
It's quite tricky.
The Eden project has been trying to boost surfing's green credentials by developing an eco-surfboard.
My name's Chris Hines, I'm the Sustainability Director at the Eden project, and prior to coming here I set up and ran Surfers Against Sewage from 1990 until 2000. One of my pet projects is the eco-surfboard. What happened was that some balsa trees in our biomes had grown so rapidly that they had to come down. So my colleague Pat Hudson came to me and said, let's make a surfboard. And I said, well, let's make as sustainable a surfboard as we can. So we took the balsa, we laminated it in hemp, cloth and a 40% plant-based resin. Well, the first surfboard was this huge great mal, an original style weight mal, and we then went on after that and produced 3 more boards. One ironically is a tow-in board, but they were all too heavy. Now we're working on materials that are really fundamentally changing the way that we produce surfboards on a mass market.
Hines is the basic shove behind this whole project, in as much as he's a visionary in whatever he approaches. With his assistance, really, we've come up with biofoam. Biofoam uses about 40% non-petrochemicals, whereas regular foam uses virtually 100% petrochemicals. Obviously 40% isn't great, but it's a lot better than is current.
These are actually good quality foams, and we've made 2 or 3 prototypes out of this now, and we're test riding them. I've been riding one of these since January, and it's standing up well.
There are 750,000 boards made worldwide every year, the majority of these from oil-based products. We've just seen the alternatives from the Eden project, and earlier today Sarah Bentley and I went down for a surf at Fistral. How did you find the boards?
I really enjoyed riding them. The waves are quite small today, so I took the Millie Mel out first, had a go on that. It seemed to go really nicely, sort of turned quite nicely and just could kind of walk up and down a little bit. So yeah, it was nice to ride. And then I took the shortboard out and that seemed to go really nicely too.
So would you consider moving permanently to an eco board and using one as a contest board?
Definitely. I mean, riding those ones today, I could see that they were just as good as a regular board and so much less impactful on the environment. So I'm well up for it. Yeah.
So eco-boards seem to be a large step in the right direction, but we can't leave the Boardmasters without showing you some of the action.
Show me something so creative, knock-top sunshine, elements of blazing guitar. I'll show you that